Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I would like to share an article that I wrote, actually part two of an article that I wrote for and on Second Chance Live several days ago. Brain injury, facing denial, and creating hope to have a good life. This is part two of a two-part series. I created a video presentation of the article, part one, several days ago and published that on Second Chance to Live. I will include part one of the video presentation in the description portion of this YouTube video. To read the article, part two, I'll put on my glasses and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. Here's the article, Brain Injury, Facing Denial, and Creating Hope to Have a Good Life, part two. Having experienced and now living with the impact of a brain injury no longer has to get in the way of our creating hope to have a good life. And then I say, please read part one of the article to understand the reason why I share the information below. So I'd encourage you to watch part one of this video presentation to understand the context. And here in the article, I create a link to the first part of the article, and in this article I'll create a link to the part one of the video presentation. Below is the reason why I shared what I did in Brain Injury, Facing Denial, and Creating Hope to Have a Good Life, part one. Living with an Invisible Disability. I share information in part one of the article with you to illustrate a point. Traumatic brain injury in many instances is an invisible disability. Although the individual may appear to be functioning well on some levels, they may still have a brain injury which grossly interferes with their inability to function on other levels. The invisible nature of brain injury. My interest in sharing my story is to illustrate how a person living with a traumatic brain injury can be misunderstood, minimized, dismissed, discounted, and considered inadequate. What I discovered through my recovery process was that being misunderstood, minimized, dismissed, and considered to be inadequate was not my reality. Although people wanted me and may want me to continue to believe that I am my brain injury to keep me dependent upon them, I can live beyond the box. I can live beyond what was being told to me because of the impact of my brain injury. And I discovered that I could create a good life for myself beyond the box of what the medical model of recovery wanted me to believe about myself and my limitations. I needed to realize that I was not my brain injury, regardless of what other people wanted or needed me to believe. I needed to get out of the confines of the box given to me by a label, a stereotype, and a societal stigmatization. I needed to move down a road less traveled. I needed to create hope, to be of service, and to experience a good life. My friend's girlfriend. I shared my journey with the impact of my brain injury up to that time in May of 2007 with my friend's girlfriend in an attempt to help her understand her boyfriend's acquired brain injury due to the interferon treatments. I told her that denying the reality of the damage done to his brain by the interferon treatments would not change that reality. I told her that denial would only perpetuate his feelings of inadequacy and anguish. I also encouraged her to support her boyfriend without placing demands on him. I encouraged her to accept his reality and to love the person. As we spoke, I emphasized that he was not his brain injury. What I needed from my dad and other people. I needed support, understanding, and encouragement to follow my dreams in ways that would work for me. But this understanding did not come for many years. In the process, I discovered that people could not give me what they themselves did not possess. For people to be able to give me support, understanding, and encouragement would mean that they would have to make several choices. The choice to feel feelings that they would have to process, and the choice to make changes. Feelings that they may not know how to process or want to process, changes that they may not know how to or want to make in their lives. What I discovered through my ongoing recovery process was that I am powerless over whether my dad, who passed away in January 2007, or other people were or are able to accept my reality. Surrendering to the notion. As I gradually surrendered to the notion that I could not get people to support, understand, and encourage me in my reality, I was reminded that I had been going to a proverbial hardware store looking to buy bread, and hardware stores do not sell bread. As I gradually surrendered to the notion that I needed to have certain people to accept my reality, I was able to let go. Let go of the notion that certain people could give to me what I needed. Freedom. People who were or are unable to give to me what I need does not make them bad or wrong. To put such a judgment on those individuals only keeps me stuck in resentment. To release them from my expectation gives me the freedom to empower my process. Releasing people from my expectations also keeps me from falling back into a victim mindset by believing that I have no other choices. As I was able to surrender and let go of needing people to give to me what they did not or could not have given to me, I began to realize that I was the one who needed to give me support, understanding, and encouragement that I felt I wanted or needed, or now want or need. What I discovered through my ongoing recovery process has been and is that I'm the one who is responsible. It is my responsibility to give me support, understanding, and encouragement. If I receive support, understanding, and encouragement from other people, that would be an added blessing. But I now realize that such support, understanding, and support is to come from me. With this realization, I no longer felt dependent upon receiving support, understanding, and encouragement to validate my reality. In the process of surrender, I found freedom. What I've also discovered through my recovery process is that I need to be aware of my motives. Am I giving to give or am I giving to get? Buying into denial systems and brain injury. For many years, I bought into different denial systems. I believe that I should be able to function as a person without a brain injury. My denial was encouraged by those who could or would not accept that I was indeed disabled because of a traumatic brain injury. Consequently, I continued to berate myself until I began questioning my own denial system. When I stopped trying to measure up to or be someone without a brain injury, I was able to begin to accept myself as an individual who is living with the impact of a traumatic brain injury and an invisible disability. By facing my denial, I was able to get into action to create hope in my life. In the process, I was able to begin to create a good life for myself through my passion by using my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that would work for me. My reality. Reality was that I needed to find a way to use my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that would work for me. On February 6, 2007, I found a way to use my gifts, talents, and abilities in ways that would work for me. I created Second Chance to Live. Over the past 10 years, I have written 1,665 articles, created 337 video presentations, and published 10 ebooks. If you would like to gain more insight into my process and journey, you may click on this link. And here in the article, I have a link to my About page. Follow Your Bliss. Please read my post-traumatic brain injury, Following Your Bliss Regardless, and I have a link here in the article. A message to parents, family members, and friends of individuals living with brain injuries. In the event that you have someone in your life who has experienced an acquired or traumatic brain injury, please understand that we are not faking it. We are not fudging or making excuses. We may have a hard time accepting our reality, but that does not change our reality. We are not like people who have not experienced a brain injury. What we need most of all from you is support, understanding, and encouragement to follow our dreams, not your dreams for us. Also, please do not make us live in your own denial system. Please understand that we are doing the best that we can just for today. A message for my brothers and sisters living with brain injuries. For my brothers and sisters who are a traumatic brain injury survivor or an acquired brain injury survivor, do not give up on yourself. Keep faith and keep trucking. Your brain injury makes you unique and magical. Revel in your position. You're beautiful just as you are. Follow your dreams. Dream big and do the footwork. Live each day with zest and vigor. I guarantee that more will be revealed in time to you, one day at a time. More has and is being revealed to me too. I guarantee that more will be revealed in time, one day at a time. More has and is being revealed to me. Most of all, please remember that you are very valuable. You are not your traumatic or acquired brain injury. You are filled with gifts, talents, and abilities to explore. You are a gift to your world. A word of encouragement for individuals living with brain injury. My message to you, my friend, is don't focus on the snapshots of your life or the snapshots of your children's lives. You and I do not have the big picture. We cannot look into the future, nor can we predict how the dots of life will connect forward. Like the design of a tapestry goes our life. One side of the tapestry reveals multicolored garbled threads that seem to be in disarray and make little sense to us. Nevertheless, on the reverse side of the canvas, a beautiful design is being formed and created. If we choose to focus on the snapshots or the garbled threads, we may find ourselves disheartened. However, if we learn to trust that a beautiful tapestry of our life is being created, we find hope. With this perspective, we can find freedom and happiness. We can trust the process of loving God and ourselves. Although we may not understand how the threads of our children's experiences are going to work together for their good, we can have serenity. We do not have to connect the dots. We can let go of control. We can surrender to the process because more will be revealed. My encouragement to you, my friend, trust the process, trust the loving God, and trust yourself. We can create hope to have a good life. So where do I go from here? Well, I have a link to read my article. I don't have to wait. I can create my destiny now. Also below, I have a link to the resources that are available on Second Chance to Live. And all that I present through Second Chance to Live is from a holistic or body, soul, and spirit basis of recovery. So I would encourage you to come to this article and click on resources, or go to Second Chance to Live and click on About page, and you will find my resources. As you read through these resources and questions come to mind, please send those questions to me. All questions are good questions and are welcome. This is the end of the video presentation of part 2 of the article, Brain Injury, Facing Denial and Creating Hope to Have a Good Life. I'll say so long for now. Before I go, let me encourage and remind you with this, as I need to remember. Please do not give up on yourself, a loving God, or your process, because more will be revealed to you, And to me, with time, the pieces of the puzzle will come together in the correct order and at the right time. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, and God bless both you and your family. So long now.